we were just talking about this, Mike. If you've been shopping lately, you've definitely noticed empty shelves. And what's worse, if you can't find what you want, you're probably paying more, even if you can find it. That's because the cost of everything is going up. Look at this chart. Meats, poultry, fish, and eggs are up more than 12%. Fruits and vegetables up 5%. Your electric bill's higher. Your furniture, women's dresses, even your rent is much more expensive across the board. Consumer prices up more than 7% over the last year, the fastest increase since the early 1980s. William Spriggs joins us now. He's the former chair of Howard University's economics department and chief economist of the AFL-CIO. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me today.
So we know that this is the highest rate hike in more than 40 years. Everyone is feeling it. What can be done to reverse the course?
Well, we're suffering from the lack of leadership we had when President Trump was the one who had to deal with COVID. The really bigger issue is price volatility all the way around. The month-to-month changes are much bigger by unbelievable proportions than before. So in the report in December, yes, if you look year over year, you see prices up. But you see that volatility. Prices were falling in energy. So it's not like every month we're getting worse reports or that it's deepening. It's this fluctuation that really is an issue. The big part of the jump that gets you that big number that we saw is related to vehicle sales and used car sales. The prices for used cars have been going up because the inability of automakers to get chips for making modern automobiles is keeping the supply down. And COVID is real. It's disrupting the global supply chain. It affects every country and every part of our supply chain. A lot of prices are up because of that, because the import price level is high for some of the parts that go into what we make. The good news is the thing we can't avoid, rent. Well, rent isn't up very much. 3.3% year over year is not really catastrophic. That's the one bill you cannot avoid. You don't have to buy a car every year. And it's important to understand the source of the price variation, because what you are hearing are a lot of politicians trying to say, well, this is all because of Biden, and Biden is going around and spending too much money. And that's not what's going on here. This is not being driven by demand. This is being driven by supply bottlenecks that, as you mentioned before, we're seeing shelves that can't be stocked quickly enough. We're seeing stores that can't get enough workers in because of the disease. That's happening in the U.S., but this is also happening globally.
Yeah, we know what that's like. Yeah, you go to the grocery store and something you've got week after week for your household, it's just empty. I've experienced that personally. But to put this into perspective, families are spending $250 more a month for groceries. That's some real pain. So I guess, what do we do? Do we start cutting back, and does that sort of just put us deeper in the hole in our economy? Or, how do we navigate through this?
So getting the virus under control is the number one thing, because that eases the shortage of workers who can be meat packers. And unfortunately, last year, we know what a toll the disease took on people who are meat packers, whether it was poultry in Georgia, where we lost lots of workers, or whether it were beef processing workers in the Midwest in Iowa. We know that there's a problem that the disease has caused with that workforce. And we have a problem with over-concentration. As much as we think there's a lot of competition in the United States, there are very few companies that actually process beef. So it's not that farmers are happy. It's not that cattle ranchers are living it up. This really has to do with the bottlenecks that are being caused by the disease. If we do as the Fed is suggesting and cut back on demand, Well, that's cutting back on demand to meet a very low level of supply. That's moving us in the wrong direction. That means you need even fewer meat packers. And right now we're struggling to get meat packers in, into the workplace. We know we have inflation problems when it comes to medical care, and that's related to the very high incidence of people in the medical professions getting COVID. This is a workforce that's on the front line, that's overexposed to the disease, and there are lots of days being missed. Recent indications are that for lower wage workers, up to 10 to 15% are missing days because of COVID.
Yeah, that's so true. A good friend of mine's an ER doctor, and he said we should all just operate like everyone around us has Omicron. But if we know the virus is related to some of these supply chain issues, and we also know we're going to have to live with this, right? Because we know it's going to be similar to the flu. There's going to be new variants. It's just the way of the world now. What do we do? Because it just feels like we are in this sort of hamster wheel.
Well, it's patience with understanding what the depth of the crisis is. And for all the crisis deniers and the people who don't want to be vaccinated, they they really are the impediment to a full economic recovery. So when we hear people saying, I don't want to get vaccinated, they're standing in the way of the recovery. And we have to be very careful of these politicians who want to make this out to be the result of economic policies, because they are running an agenda opposed to some of the things that would be solutions. We know that a lot of companies are complaining they can't get enough workers, but if we don't solve the care industry problem, if we don't solve the problem of who can take care of our children, who can take care of our elderly, then we can't get the labor force supply back up to where it's supposed to be. And a lot of these politicians who are railing against the current policies are in fact standing in the way of the biggest solution that we could do from the policy side, on the economic policy side. On the health side, we have to have people vaccinated. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, of the Department of Labor, has put forth a regulation to have large employers vaccinate their workers. This is how we cut down on absenteeism in the workplace. If workers are vaccinated, we can cut down on the spread of the disease, and we can cut down on the number of days workers will be absent because of the disease. This fight against the OSHA regulation is standing in the way of trying to solve this set of problems.
William Spriggs, thank you so much for sharing your insight with us this morning and being with us here on Start Your Day.